Yep, here we are again. Third one in a row tonight. And yes, in the other two videos, I sound like a damn extremist, don't I? I am but one of many Americans who are watching all this damn thing, but expressing my outrage in the only way I can. I am not asking for another riot or an insurrection. I am not one of those kind of lunatics that chases QAnon like crazy. I already think those guys are nuts anyway. But I have seen too much happening these days. I have never served in the military. I wish I had. I was medically for it. And if anybody had studied my videos, they would get a general idea who and what the hell I am. I'm an observer for all my life. I observed human behavior. No, I'm not a frickin' changeling either. I'm just one screwed up human being these days. Saying his fellow U.S. citizens trying to theoretically fight for their rights to survive, to exist, to have freedom to vote, to say their piece, to elect leaders in there that actually make laws that make sense for all of us. But when we allow power-hungry people in office to remain in office and convince us that they're still going to help us out, and we do nothing, but we cause an insurrection because of a voting process that happened, and we have results because of it. And now we're exposing more and more of it out in the open where people who want the power more and more because they had a taste of it and don't want to lose it. But they hadn't done anything with it except make people's life miserable. And American voters approve of it. The state voters who keep voting in these lunatics, that's who I'm rallying against. And if it sounds like I'm an extremist at this point, then probably, in your viewpoint, I am an extremist. Because I've heard what's been happening. And yes, I have been exposed to liberal media all my life. I've also been exposed to local media all my life, not to mention reading papers like the local Daily News when I was in the area for it, in the Los Angeles County area. And the Los Angeles Times as well, and the Herald Examiner when it was still in operation. Because they provided different perspectives and different ways of looking at things. And yes, growing up in a democratic, liberal atmosphere, I was raised to have an open mind. But these days, we're becoming more and more isolated and more extremist, even in our own center-minded ways, in our centered thinking. Because now we have to lean either one direction or the other. It's no longer the middle of the road. We have to be extreme because now we're at war with each other. We cannot hope to hell to find a middle road right now because there is no middle road. We are in an us versus them. And both sides are forced us upon each other. There are no quote unquote good people. We are all screwed up and we all have to take responsibility and accountability, but no one wants to do so. So if our country dies, if our country and our democracy dies, it is in our hands that it has died. We, the voters, have determined that by the leaders and by the decisions we have made. We have allowed everything to crash and burn. Now, how does that make you feel? Of course, you're probably thinking, I'm one of those kind of QAnon conspiracies listening to that kind of crap. Nope, I'm just one pissed off American. But I'm not quite sure if I'm still rating the title and the privilege of such a magnanimous American. Give me a frickin' break. Because now we're talking about the patriotism crap. Now we're talking about the pride and ego at this point over here. The arrogance. The indifference. The stupidity of it all. And I do call stupid. Because We don't think, we don't feel, we think we know better. We are Americans. Okay, so when does Rome crash and burn, and where's Nero at this point with his fiddle? There's always been a fictional story out there. Nero fiddles while Rome burns. There was always that picture being portrayed all throughout history and all throughout my classes growing up. How Rome fell, it fell, and Nero's just going, enjoying himself. They even did a movie about that one. But we had taken the title and the name America and Americans to be acquainted, to be the equivalent of the Roman Empire, of to be Romans. This is what happens when you study history. You kind of put things together in your head. You try to see the similarities and the differences, and you try to see the common grounds. I'm still waiting for a Roman capital to be, well, I'm not going to say it, because usually that would get me kicked off in more ways than one. And the only thing I can say at this point over here is we deserved it because we earned it. I said it. You want your votes to be taken away? You want your votes to be strangulated? You want your votes to be limited? You don't want to have the access? You want to give one party one rule? Well, congratulations. You just joined North Korea. You just joined the Russian Empire. You just joined Venezuela, Iran, Cuba. Shall we go on? China. Shall we go on? Am I pissing you folks off? Good. But you don't have enough outrage. Unless there's somebody of color that just got murdered by a cop, you won't protest. And you call me extreme? You protest when somebody else gets murdered by a cop, regardless of the racial situation. Mostly if it's black, okay, we'll protest. If it's Mexican, forget it. If it's white, forget it. We'll show the outrage concerning about that. We'll march and burn down cities left and right. We'll have riots over it. Your voting rights, your gun rights, your freedom of speech, due process, being taken away, slowly but surely. What do I hear? What do I see? Crickets. You guys go crazy and apeshit left and right concerning about your damn gun rights left and right. You want to own guns. You want to have the ability to kill people left and right because you want to do it in self-defense. Yet we got laws for murders, unless you want to get those removed. Yeah. You get them removed, and how about you? You get murdered. You cause your own death. There was a reason why certain countries actually disallowed having guns. But it doesn't matter to us. We want our guns. We want to kill people. We got states are allowing that to happen. And the people are yawning. Crickets. Where's the outrage? Where's the nationwide marches? Zip. But I'm extreme. Maybe I should have been one of those idiots out there marching with the rest of the idiots out there on January 6th. Protesting like one of those QAnon idiots out there. All those Trump supporters who think they're American. Who think they support the empire of America. They wouldn't even know what America was unless it jumped up and bit them in the ass. You know, studied the history, don't even study politics, don't know what the hell's going on about the damn political system, how things work in life. But no, they've got their own versions of it. They listen to QAnon supporters. That tells them something. So meanwhile, our country is screwing up left and right. Our country is failing us left and right. We wanted to make America great. We had this idea planted in our heads, didn't we? Make America great, just like the Roman Empire. What happened to the Roman Empire? Can anybody raise up their hands and tell the class what the hell happened to the Roman Empire? Oh, it collapsed. Gee, Melvin, that's pretty damn good. Now, how did it collapse? I don't know. Ask American citizens about that one, they'll probably like, huh? What the hell does the Roman Empire have to do with us? This is what happens when they don't have education. When they don't read books, when they don't understand context and perspective and perception. All them damn videos I've been doing these days for the past couple of years. All that ranting and raving I've been doing like a damn lunatic at this point over here. And yes, I probably do consider myself as a fool and idiot. I'm probably a raving lunatic at this point. I'm probably the only sanest, the only sane madman around here. Probably wants his own engraved straitjacket in his own padded room because I can't stand the rest of the country falling to pieces. I will just hide out with Rip Van Winkle or hide out with a Neanderthal caveman and deal with the shadows and the flickering lights. Because maybe that's more the reality, like everyone else keeps believing in. Yeah. It's called using words acidically. Does it piss you off? It don't? Well, then I'm dealing with fools and idiots, aren't I? Because if I haven't pissed off you enough concerning about your own damn intelligence level, which is already in the kindergarten level, I don't know what else I can do to piss any off you folks left and right. I don't consider you Americans anymore. You don't even consider yourself an American is because you don't even know what being an American is all about. You think you know, but you don't. You're listening to somebody else that's trying to install it into you. You have to discover it for yourself. What does this country mean for you? What does our values mean? Why did our people had died and bled for the soil over here that we keep screwing people over left and right for? And you also have to keep into perspective what we owe to our future generation. And right now, we just handed them a wasted land here. Without rights, without freedom. And no, it doesn't sound like I'm one of those kind of extremists looking for another riot to go into. No way. No. Nope. Because you folks don't have it. You don't want your voting rights. You don't want your voting rights. You don't want your freedom of speech. But you sure as hell want the ability to kill people left and right because you want your rights for your guns. And when it comes down for due process, screw it. You don't want your due process. You're not even protesting for that one either. So yeah, I'm pissed off at America. What made our country so damn great, theoretically? What were our values a long time ago? And the thing of it is, our values kept changing and mutating through every damn generation till now. We don't even know what the hell it was a long time ago. Call me old-fashioned. I'll take that one. Because I was taught old-fashioned values. Yeah, if you work hard, but the thing is, even when you work hard, you still get screwed over one way or another. Life experiences. No matter how many people you keep trying to please, you can't please everybody. Even if you have to please yourself, you can't please yourself. But if you can help out the next neighbor, and then the next neighbor, and try to be civil about it, and try to be community-minded about it, you just may get around. You just may be able to get people to like you, or to help you out when you actually need help the most. Get off your damn pride and ego asses. But no, we have our pride, we have our ego. Because we're seeing it right now. We think the voting was all fraudulent. So now we have to keep putting the states, wasting federal and state money for audits that come up with the same damn stuff. See, what's the definition for insanity? Doing the same damn thing over and over again, expecting different results? Well, guess what? We're not great. We're insane. And how about if we're going to be eliminating and protecting people in a state by giving guns to people to kill each other, therefore increasing the body count and people to be pissed off at everybody else and blaming everybody else for it, except for their own damn selves for allowing a government, or actually allowing a official or two to allow this damn shit to happen, and not keeping on top of things. Well, you guys earned the bloody body count right there because you didn't care enough. You didn't care enough to fight for your lives. State of Texas passes a law. They love their guns so much. Anybody can get a gun, even at a damn liquor store, probably, without license, without training or anything. And then they get shootings left and right. And people wonder what the hell's going on. Where's the outrage? Crickets. We had Parkland shooting happening out there years ago, several years ago, in Florida. We get some reaction, but not much. Then we get conspiracy nut jobs saying it didn't happen. We get a shooting at a mall. What happens? Crickets. We get shooting in our streets. Not much. Just crickets. Oh, wait a second. We got it on video. Okay, let's see what the hell happened. Well, it wasn't a cop. Okay, so crickets on that one. Did the cop shoot the guy or did the guy shoot the cop? The cop shot the guy. Okay, what was he? Black or white? He's white. Crickets. He's black. Okay, let's do burning down a country. You're picking and choosing which ones you want to be pissed off at. And yet we got the politicians screwing us over left and right because the voters keep voting in the same damn politicians who want that power hungry. They want that. They want to be that egotistical. But hey, we earned it. We voters voted in him, the schmucks in. We couldn't recycle our leaders. We couldn't put in new leaders just to make sure that maybe or not we're getting something that may save our nation, our lives, that maintain good laws, that keeps us safe and sane, and not killing people left and right, or taking away our rights. Nope, sorry. We can't be bothered. Crickets. So, yeah, that's why I got pissed off in the last two videos at this point over here. Because seeing all this damn lack of outrage at this point, I'm just waiting for the country to fall. I'm going to be hearing all those enemies of the United States laughing and cackling and cheering. And they're going to be waving their damn flags. They're going to say, "Attaboy, America, we know you can crash and burn." Of course, we had tried. No, I'll take that back. The nut jobs tried to take over the Capitol, interfering with a constitutional process of reinstalling a new leader by verifying votes that had already been verified so many damn times in each state of new elected leaders coming in, and including the one big chief of our country, the President of the United States, a new office, a new elected cabinet, a new administration, maybe a new chance. Nope, we don't want him. We just want to burn down the Capitol because we want to save democracy. We want to tear down the U.S. Constitution at this point over here in its process because we want to save quote-unquote democracy in our country. See, I don't know who deserves the straitjacket more, you schmucks or me. I thought I considered myself the most sanest bastard around. Maybe I'm the most insane bastard around here because I don't share everyone else's us versus them mentality. And yes, I am pissed off. But you know what? I'm not going to be going on bulletin boards and listening to conspiracy nut jobs left and right. I'll tend to my own. I'll tend to my own damn business. Apparently, America doesn't give a shit about itself. We listened to elected leaders long ago, but it doesn't mean a damn thing to our generation or previous generations, or even to the leaders we have in our offices. The ones that keep saying that there's nothing wrong with our country, when we're seeing it destroyed and disintegrating itself, and we're still doing us versus them. But you know, hell, let's just tear each other apart. Let's just tear each other apart, shall we? So I may have to custom make or find a straitjacket maker or someone. Come close to it. Maybe get a custom made jacket that says straitjacket on it. I'll have it say escaped inmate. I'll pad up one of my rooms here and just stay in it for the rest of my life. Because I think it's the most safest place around here. Except I still need to do my own duty of paying rent and paying bills to keep life support. Oh, I also need to go outside and get groceries. Yeah, and also I need to walk a dog. How about going to school and get more educated? Well, I don't know about that. It's going to be kind of hard if I lock myself into an insane asylum here, called my bedroom. I don't know. I'm going to have an issue with that one. I'm going to have to deal with people who've got the us versus them mentality. And I'm supposed to be the extreme here? Aye.